about as close as the game gets, and you guys able to pull it out and win the Mid-Wach C title. What did you think of the boys' performance tonight?
Well, first of all, my compliments to Oakmont. They've had a terrific season. They're a Clark team, and you know, it's always a battle with us the last 2 years. 2 years ago, we shared the championship. Last year, they took it on a last-second shot. It was a battle out in Oakmont, and it was the same thing here. So it's a heck of a game for the kids to battle, and they decided it. And for us, it was just another come-from-behind win. We just have had so many. We don't win them big, but we do win them close. And I'm real happy with our effort and our toughness today to come back and just lose the lead in the late stages and get it back. And it's a big win for us and a great celebration.
Yeah, I was going to say it takes a lot of energy to when you're behind the whole game trying to come back, and you guys had a couple big runs to start the second quarter and start the fourth quarter.
Yeah. You know, their 1-3-1 defense is pretty solid. It's very, very good, and they got them an early lead, and we had to make some adjustments on that. And fortunately, Dylan Hoekstra was able to overcome that as a point guard. Him and Max did a fine job of penetrating it a little bit, so we were able to break it down, and that really helped us an awful lot because turnovers were mounting for us, and we just had to limit them the second half. It was a great win for us and for our fans, and like I said, when we play Oakmont, it's always a battle. Danny Ortiz, him and I have done battle when he was out in Neshoba, and now he's got Oakmont, and it's a heck of a basketball game to be part of.
Yep. And Chamberlain especially had a big game, a bunch of big threes for you guys.
No question, you know, he's a senior. As they say, sophomores are erratic, juniors are inconsistent, and seniors are invaluable. And TJ's one of those players that you have to coach down a little bit in a game. And those are always more fun to deal with than having to coach a player up. And TJ's one of those you have to coach down. And once he was to be able to reset and refocus, man, he gave us some real good minutes tonight and hit those free throws down the end. That's the guy we want at the line.
Right. You guys hit a bunch of big free throws when they, Oakmont got in a little foul trouble, and you guys made almost all of them. Down the stretch.
Well, interestingly, that's been our bane this season is making free throws, and they didn't start out the game that way, but it takes focus and concentration, and I think Coach Ayer and our staff on the bench does a great job with substitutions to keep those kids fresh at the end of the game. And usually it's fatigue that's the bane of free throw shooters, and our kids went to the line. I think they were resting, they were able to hit the shots.
And to hold Oakmont scoreless in overtime, what did you think of the defensive effort?
Well, we always pride ourselves. Last time I looked, we were the number 2 team in Central Mass in points against, and we're real proud of that, and we needed that tonight against Oakmont, who has prolific scorers. I mean, they just got some, with Princeton and Kirkland and the Haleckis and certainly Hatch, they can score, and we needed to keep this game in the 50s if we had a shot at it, and they did.
Yeah. And then just lastly, you got a bunch of seniors that are big contributors, and to win the Mid-Wach C title in their last year, do you think that was a little extra motivation for them tonight?
Yes, it was special. We talked about champions responding. If you want to be a champion, you need to respond to adversity. And on senior night, when they were honored and recognized, now they can be recognized as a new champion. So I'm real proud of them. And it's just a privilege to coach a player coach team, in which they are.